Hey everybody, this is Mario Kuntz, Director of Operations for Vanguard Exercise Management, and right now, no, I am not in the gym. I'm in the kitchen, and I am preparing to make a meal, and I wanted to have something that was, a little bit different. One of the beauties of cooking is that you get to experiment a little bit, try different things, that sort of thing. So, a couple nights ago, I actually made some wheat pasta shells. So you can kind of see it here. I mixed in some carrots, some corn, some green pepper in there, and had a real nice meal with it. Thought it was great. But after the second day, it kind of gets a little boring. So is it possible to repurpose food? I believe so. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to take that meal that I have left and I'm going to spice it up a little bit by adding a different ingredient to it and make it an entirely different meal. So I want to make sure that it's as healthy as possible, because whoever came up with the quote, bodies are built in the kitchen and not in the gym, were unequivocally and undeniably correct with that. You can work out like a maniac, but if your eating habits aren't on point, it's like running in mud. You're wasting your time. You're not going to get the benefits out of it. So we got to start by making sure that we're putting the right things into our body. So I'm going to take this these wheat pasta shells, and I'm going to spice it up a little bit. I'm going to make a chicken dish out of it. So what I'm going to do is start. I've already got the skillet heated up. I'm going to add some extra virgin oil, olive oil to it. I like cooking with extra virgin olive oil because it provides anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties that are beneficial to the body. I'm just going to swirl that around a little bit, and I'm going to add to that my veggies. So I'm going to start with, I got some already sliced up green onions. I'm going to put that in there. You can already hear that sizzling, I guess, right? I'm also going to throw in some spinach. I got that cut up and ready to go. I'm going to put that in there as well. And once I got that going a little bit, I'm going to saute those spinach leaves. And I'm going to add just a little bit more of that olive oil to it. Give that a good mix. And you can already get a good scent of that. It smells really nice as it's cooking up. Now that I got all the spinach leaves with a good coat of oil on them, I'm going to add about a half cup of cilantro, already chopped. And some chopped kale. Just going to let that simmer as I stir it up, making sure all those greens have a good coating of oil. For those of you that are wondering what I'm drinking, it's just ice water. I just thought it'd look fancier if I put it in a nice glass. So that is starting to cook up really nice. Alright. Now I don't want to let this cook too long. I got the fire on like medium-low, because I don't want it to cook too fast, and I definitely don't want it to start to brown on me before I'm ready to add the next ingredient, which is essentially the main course. That being chicken tenderloins. I've already got them marinated, so they're ready to be added to this dish. Now that I got a good mixture going and a good amount of heat, I'm going to start to pop those in. I'm going to put those right over the greens. It's a simple dish, but it's really nutritious, got a lot of flavor to it, and it allows me to stretch out that meal that I prepared the other day and have something brand new. So I'm not getting bored with the food that I eat. Because essentially, if you're not enjoying the food that you eat, whether it's healthy or not, you're not going to get the benefit out of it. Because you ain't going to eat it. All right. So you can see they're just sitting right on top of those greens, and I'm letting them cook up nicely. Now I am going to add a little something to that, even though the chicken tenderloins have been marinating overnight. I'm going to add a little bit to it. So I'm going to start with a little bit of ginger paste right over top. Just going to give it a little squeeze. That gives it that nice zing. And ginger has a lot of beneficial antioxidant properties also. A little bit of paprika. I don't want to get too crazy with it. Just a little coating on each one of those tenderloins. One of my favorite spices, lemon pepper. Some crushed red pepper. Now this spice mixture I recently kind of fell in love with. It's peppercorn medley, and it's in grinder form, so you almost feel like you're at some fancy restaurant or whatever as you're twisting that peppercorn on there. Right. And last but not least, not much, just a light coating of pink Himalayan or Himalayan pink salt. You can already see that these are coming out really nice. I just want to get them all coated, let them cook up. Again, you want to control your fire with these, or if you're using on an electric stove, you want to make sure it's not too high because you don't want these to cook too quickly. All right, so the big question while this is cooking up, it is, let's see, January 22nd. How are you coming along with those New Year's resolutions? Because I know that I think 7 out of the top 10 New Year's resolutions that are made typically have to do with health, wellness, fitness. I'm going to stop eating this or stop drinking that. I'm going to exercise more, work out. I'm going to change my dietary habits, whatever. If you did happen to make some wellness or fitness resolutions for this year, how are you doing with them? Like I said, 22 days in, are you sticking with them? Are you having any problems with them? Do you think you bit off more than you could chew? Did you start off too big? Or are you doing well with them? You know, so think about that. I'm actually kind of curious to know. So if it happened to be maybe one of those New Year's resolutions that have to do with working out and exercising and that sort of thing, if you're in the Chicago area, we recently got hit with some rather frigid weather. Now, were you the type that said, yeah, I'm still going to go? Or did you just take the day off because it was too cold to get out? Did you work out at home? How'd you handle that? Curious to know about that too, because when adversity strikes, how you respond to it says a lot about your level of dedication. However, don't give up. There's still plenty of time. We're only 22 days into the new year. You got a whole bunch left, so don't give up on that. Oh, that's looking good. I wish you guys could smell this. It's got all those flavors kind of blending in together. It's nice. Can you hear the music I got on in the background? It's kind of low. I'm going to turn it up a little bit. Alexa, volume 5. There we go. When I cook, I like to have music on. So today is what, Wednesday? For those of you that have regular workout days, what do you do on Wednesdays? Wednesdays typically for me is ab day. Some people have set days where they work on different muscle groups. Monday is traditionally people do chest. Tuesdays might be biceps and triceps. Do you do workout splits? I'm kind of curious to know about that. So maybe you can put that in the comments. I'm wanting to know how your training goes, because training and proper nutrition go hand in hand. GIGO, I remember that term when I was taking a computer class back in high school. GIGO stood for garbage in, garbage out, and that is very relevant when it comes to your nutritional habits, right? Because if you put garbage in your body, you're going to get garbage out in the form of poor performance, not going to handle stressful situations as well. Your body's not going to respond as well, and eventually you're going to start to experience some breakdown. So you got to make sure you're putting good stuff into your body as opposed to garbage. I could very easily have picked up something from a fast food restaurant or whatever. I mean, it's, would have been done a lot quicker than this, but I actually enjoy cooking. And when you start to enjoy something, you get more of the benefit out of it, because now you're able to tweak what you put into it, how it's prepared. You get to enjoy the experience, especially if you're, cooking with someone. Or in my case, cooking by yourself, which is fine. I got my music going, I'm all good. And I'm not going to get that kind of experience from a Chick-fil-A or a, Popeyes or something. Anyway, getting back to this. Take a look. It's coming along real nice. Looks pretty good, right? And these tenderloins are sliced fairly thin, so they don't take a real long time to cook. Probably another maybe 5 minutes or so, you should be ready to go. The onions are nice and translucent. The greens are nice and soft, but not mushy. I'm going to get some more water. Oh yeah. Those are looking really good. The nice thing about that, when I combine it with the meal that I made from the other day, you know, this will last me definitely tonight and then tomorrow. So I might use this. Of course, I'm going to have it for dinner tonight. But I can also have some of this for leftovers for lunch tomorrow, or even tomorrow night's dinner if I wanted to. So, repurposing meals. This is looking pretty good. I'm going to cut one of these tenderloins open just to see what it looks like. I want to make sure, oh, it's nice and tender, I can tell you that. Oh, that looks good. Okay, now that we're into the last couple minutes of this dish cooking up, I am going to warm up the wheat pasta that I made and get that ready to receive the dish that I have in the skillet, which is the greens mixed with the chicken tenderloins. Oh yeah, looking good. So you can see it doesn't take a whole lot to come up with a good healthy meal. You just kind of have to, you know, determine what it is that you want, what you have a taste for, what you like to eat, and kind of go from there. You know, for example, I love, you know, working with chicken dishes and that. And then I just thought about, well, what kind of vegetables do I enjoy? You know, what's going to blend well with this this main course, which is the chicken. So, you know, I happen to love spinach. I love kale, green onions, you know, cilantro. I like the way that gives that a nice scent and adds to the flavor of it. And then the same thing with the spices. Everything doesn't have to be seasoned with seasoned salt or what is the other one? You got seasoned salt or regular table salt, that sort of thing. You got to get kind of creative with your spices. So that now that that's in its last stage, I'm just going to put that on low, let it simmer a little bit. Got the pasta heating up. It's got another 40 seconds left. All right, the countdown. 25 seconds left before that's ready to come out of the microwave. Simple recipes, big flavor. Here comes the ding. Okay, got the wheat pasta. Cut the fire. Start to cool down a little bit. Move this off to the side. All right, let's see how we did. I'm not just making this up because I made it, but this is really good. Good nutritional value, a lot of flavor in it. Didn't take a long time to prepare it, and I'm good. This is awesome. So, when you're cooking, again, focus on being creative. What is it that you like to eat? You know, there's no need to get bored with a meal, even if you made it, you know, the day before or something. Get a little tired of it. You know, how can you change it into something else? Which is what I did. They're really good. So, sorry to be talking with my mouth full. But, when you get to a point where you can use your meals as a way to intensify and enhance what you do in the gym, you got an awesome combination. So, until next time, remember the Vanguard motto, which is to train hard, eat clean, and stay focused. I'll see you next time. Take care. If I can find out how to stop it.